Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Teep Talk. I'm your host, Wes.
I'm your co-host, Russ.
And today I am wearing 3D glasses. Found these in my truck.
Does the punch feel real yet? Bam!
Oh! Okay, do it again.
Do it again.
Oh!
Oh!
These things suck.
Yeah.
Anyways, today we'll be talking about UFC Fight Night. Where is it going to be?
It's going to be at the RAC Arena in Perth, Australia.
Perth, Australia.
Australia, mate.
The land down under.
Of big spiders.
Giant
Kangaroos,
spiders.
joeys.
Now, a little history lesson about Australia. Do you know how Australia was founded?
Why don't you tell us?
Great Britain had a bunch of prisoners that they decided they needed to get rid of to make more room in the prisons. And they said, let's take all these violent, awful people that we've kept in the prisons here and ship them off to a faraway land and see if they survive. They survive. Yeah. And they basically, they kind of did the same to the indigenous people of the Aboriginals, as, America did to the Indians. Thank God that the white man came over here and civilized, for the Indians. Yeah, I'm part Native American myself, but I'm a white man, Came over here and said, we're going to be civilized. No more eating each other, And that's what Australia did too. I don't know if the Aboriginal people was cannibals, but not all Native Americans was cannibals. But there was some folks eating each other. Yeah, that's how Australia was funded.
Awesome.
And you know who's from Australia?
Who?
That one guy.
That one dude.
Got bit by one of them stingrays.
Steve Irwin.
Steve Irwin, yeah. Anyways.
Rip to him.
Rip. Yeah, I can't think what I'm supposed to say. This is weird, Russ.
How do you not know?
I don't know. Who's fighting this weekend?
Ulberg versus Reyes.
Ulberg versus Reyes this weekend. And I'm just going to go ahead and give my prediction. If Reyes can beat John Jones, he can beat anybody. But, as we all know, my opinions typically don't matter because I'm usually wrong. Russ, take it away with the game statistics and your predictions for this week's fights.
Thank you very much, Wes. So, just want to let you all know, we get all of our information from UFC.com and DraftKings. We are not sponsored.
Where the crown is yours. And I'll fight John Jones.
Yeah, he'll do it. He'll give John Jones a spinning elbow to the face. Also,
and then I'll wake up.
All these picks are our picks. These are the ones that we choose. You don't have to choose them all. You can choose 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hell, even the whole thing if you want to. Or just the prelims or just the early prelims. Doesn't matter. You can choose even just the main fight. Don't matter. Make some money. Anyway, let's move on to this here. First fight is a lightweight bout. We got Australia versus U.S. Australian Tom Nolan, 9-1. Won his last 2 fights by round 3 unanimous decision. 5 knockouts and 4 first-round finishes. He's a -155. Going up against the United States, Charlie Campbell. He is 9-2. Won his last 2 fights by round 3 unanimous decision and round 1 knockout TKO. 6 knockouts and 3 first-round finishes. He's a +130. I'm going to go with Tom Nolan in his home country, Australia. That's what I'm going to go with. Next fight is a heavyweight bout. New Zealand versus Scotland. New Zealand, Justin Tafa, 7-5. He lost his last 2 fights by round 1 knockout TKO and also a round 3 net decision. So he's 7 knockouts, 5 first round finishes. He's a -115. Going up against Scotland's Louis Sutherland. Don't know who this guy is, but in his MMA career, he's only had 10-3 fights. So not in UFC. That's his record. He's a -105. Now I am choosing Tafa this time. He may have lost his last 2 fights. He lost his last 2 fights, but I feel like he's going to give this one.
And a lot of times I'll say something on that. When you read it, if you didn't know who they were or how it works, you wouldn't say top them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Next one is a welterweight bout. Australia versus United States. Australian Jake Matthews, 22-7, won his last 2 fights, round 1 submission and round 3 unanimous decision. 6 knockouts, 8 submissions, and 4 first round finishes. He's a minus 380. Going up against Neil Magny. 30-14. Won his last fight by round 2 knockout TKO and lost the fight before that, round 1 knockout TKO, 9 knockouts and 4 submissions. He's a plus. Gotta mess up everything. He's a plus 300. I am choosing Jake Matthews. Next fight is a featherweight bout. Australia versus United States. Australian Jack Jenkins, 13-4, lost his last fight by round 3 submission and won the fight before that, round 3 knockout TKO, 6 knockouts, 3 submissions, 4 first round finishes. He's a minus 278. And going up against United States, Raymond Tavares, 10-3, lost his last fight by round 3 unanimous decision, won the fight before that, round 3 split decision, 5 knockouts, 3 submissions, and 5 first round finishes, plus 225. And I don't know if I said it already, but I am choosing Jake Matthews. And then for this fight, I am going to be choosing, where's it at here? I have it on here. Jenkins.
Turn around, give her a kiss. Give
No,
her a kiss.
I'm not giving
Come
that
on.
thing a kiss. I ain't part of that.
Give her a kiss.
Nope.
Give her a kiss,
You're
Russ.
interrupting.
Give her a kiss.
Go away with that. With that. I ain't a cheater. Anyway, we're going on to the light heavyweight bout co-main event.
Faggot.
Australia versus Croatia.
You a fag. You wouldn't kiss
What, is that Amanda?
man, you wouldn't kiss Amanda Nunes?
No. Unlike some people.
No.
Australian Jimmy Crute, 13-4-2, won his fight, one fight, round 1 submission and majority decision draw. Lost the fight to a submission. 5 knockouts, 5 submissions, 9 first round finishes. He's minus 185. Going up against Croatia's Ivan Ursulin, 14-5. He lost his last 2 fights, round 3 unanimous decision and round 3 to split decision. 10 knockouts, 1 submission, 11 first round finishes, plus 154. I am choosing Jimmy Crute. Or Crut. Ladies and gentlemen, on to the light heavyweight bout, the main event of the evening. New Zealand versus United States. Now, New Zealand, Carlos Ulberg, 13-1. He's got a great record. Won his last 2 fights, round 3 unanimous decision against John Blachowicz. If you don't know who that is, he's a former light heavyweight champion. And a round 3 unanimous decision. 7 knockouts, 2 submissions, and 6 first round finishes. He's a minus 250.
Jan Blachowicz.
Yeah, whatever. John, Jan, Flan, Khan, whatever. It works. He's a minus 250.
Jan Blachowicz.
United States, Dominic Reyes, 15-4 or Reyes. Won his last 2 fights, round 1 knockout TKO, round 2 knockout TKO against, and the one was against Anthony Smith. 10 knockouts, 2 submissions, 11 first round finishes. He's a plus 205. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm choosing Dominic Reyes for this one. He's going to be my pick. I know everyone's going with 13-1, Mr. Carlos, but I'm going to choose Dominic.
What's Dominic Reyes' record?
15-4.
How old is he?
I don't know. We didn't put his age on here. We don't ask these questions here.
A lot of times, the main event.
But he's been doing good, by the way. He's been doing actually pretty good.
Who?
We're not going to. Please tell me you're not going to go into this thing again.
Yeah.
You know what? You've already heard. You've already heard the age thing.
Listen. I'm not talking about
Linda.
No
one cares about your fucking watch.
I'm not talking about the age. But when the main events happen, a lot of times you see the underdog winning.
We'll see, right? But if you pick all these fights, if you pick them all for $10, you get $248.21. If you decide to change it to Tavares and Magny because they're a little bit of a plus, you get $1,878.73. If you decide to keep all my picks and you decide to not pick Reyes and pick Ulberg, you get $113.73. Now, ladies and gentlemen, moving on to the UFC 5 game statistics. Here we go. Jake Matthews and Neil Magny. Neil Magny won by unanimous decision, and the second fight he won by doctor stoppage TKO. And then Ulberg versus Reyes. Carlos Ulberg won the first fight by knockout. Dominic Reyes won the next fight by knockout. And then they're tied, and then Dominic Reyes kills it with a knockout. Takes the tie and turns it to a knockout. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you decide to choose Magny for decision and Reyes' knockout, you get $315 for $10. If you decide to change that and keep Reyes' knockout and decide to go Magny TKO, knockout or DQ, you get $450 for your game statistics. If you decide that you have a little bit of money and you'd like to play a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's if you have the money to do it.
And if not, if you don't have any money,
If you don't,
you can take what little bit of money you have
Yeah.
and double it
you could.
or triple it with making these bets.
And you don't have to, and everyone,
Keyword could.
and everybody, I'm going off of $10. I mean, you heard it. $10, $315, $10, $450, right? If you put $5 on there, you might get 200 or 100 and something still. So if you have like even $5 to spare, Abraham Lincoln, if you have Honest Abe, you're still making money.
I don't think he was that honest.
I don't know. We're not going to get into that.
No. Listen here, Hoss. The South will rise again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else?
You know who killed Abe Lincoln?
This isn't that type of discussion on this channel.
Okay, yeah.
Sometimes, folks, my wonderful host here likes to take our pick page. Now, here's the thing, folks. Here's the thing, right? He likes to take it and turn it into an After Dark segment sometimes.
I'm just breaking up the,
They're not here for that.
I'm
are
adding.
They are
humor
here. They are here.
You're the smart one.
to
I'm the
hear-
dumb one.
they
We've
are
already
here
established this.
to hear our picks. And then after that, if they want to watch an After Dark segment, which we haven't done an After Dark segment in a while, and we apologize, folks, for not having an After Dark or a reaction video. There's just some things that we just don't react to, like we just can't figure one out, and some things we just don't have to talk about after dark.
Got a point.
And the reason why we didn't post last week and maybe 2 weeks before that is because there wasn't a fight that week. So if you don't see us post 1 week, that is why. Now, I tried my best to ask them, hey, do we have a reaction video, maybe an After Dark segment for you guys? But we don't. Sometimes we just can't turn on our thinking brains to do something like that.
Yeah.
Now, there are a lot of things we can talk about after dark, for sure, that we have seen and heard recently. But we just haven't. For right now, we are just going to give you our picks. Sometimes we might give us a little bit of humor over here for the dumb side and give us a little bit of smart humor here from the wonderful brain side. It's kind of like Batman and Joker.
I am the dumb one here.
He's not really dumb.
But my IQ
It's still
98.
shit. No.
98. That's above average.
Is that it?
Average
though?
IQ is 92.
No, that's not too bad. I don't even know mine.
Yep.
So,
Probably like,
I don't know.
probably around.
199?
No.
Just 1 point higher?
What?
1 point higher?
199. 199 is higher than Elon Musk.
You said 198, right? Or you said 98 or
No, just
198?
98.
Oh, 99
Yeah.
then. 100. I'm 200.
Yeah.
3,000. Anyway.
Nikola Tesla was 144.
Yeah. Is that it? Is that all we have?
Folks, the winter months are coming. With that,
Winter.
it is important to let you know ahead of time that the yellow snow isn't to be eaten unless you want to take chances on it tasting like lemonade.
And be careful on the roads, folks. Seriously. Wintertime's coming. The South is always afraid of all that crap.
The police are out
So,
there.
I mean, in the end of the day, drive safe. And do not eat the yellow snow. It is not lemonade.
Next week,
is going to be amazing.
Will be our final episode.
Of what?
With Uncle Ive as champion.
Oh,
But
Yeah.
I'll get into that next week.
oh, it's going to be great. And the game statistics, by the way, are going to be fantastic because all these fighters are pretty much on the game.
Mhm.
So that's going to be awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this week's episode of Teep Talk. I have been your host, Wes.
And I have been your co-host, Russ.
Share this video
With your Bass Pro Shop employee, people, because he's wearing the hat.
That's right.
I looked over, saw the hat, and I'm like, you know what?
Yep.
When you go to Bass Pro Shop and you're looking for some, hey, you know what? I really need like that. That camo is really good for like some hunting, or you know what? That fishing rod is pretty good. I would like to catch me a big bass. You know what you got to do to that employee is you show your phone out right there and you go on Instagram. By the way, we are on Instagram. We don't post very much on there, or on YouTube, and type in Teep Talk. That is capital T-E-E-P, lowercase E-E-P, and then talk, T-A-L-K.
I've got an even better. Whenever they come up to you and say, hey, would you like to stay a few nights in a hotel for free?
Oh.
When you sign up for this card here, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm talking about? Every time you walk into a Bass Pro, they get
It's
you.
been a while.
Every
but
time you walk into the Bass Pro, they get you. And you got to say, no, I'm sorry, I got to go over. Or you just look at them and say, no, I don't want to show you my penis. Please stop harassing me. Ah! You know, like something like that. They'll leave you alone after that. That's what you do. Because they will get you. And it's a scam.
Distract them with our channel.
Show them the channel.
Yeah. Good
Yeah.
idea. Hey, sir, I'd like to give you a 2 free stay from our thing. And then you just got to go, sir, I'm not interested in that, but you know what you can be interested in? This channel right here.
Mm-hmm.
Teep Talk.
That has been it for our episode. We hope you've enjoyed it because we have enjoyed you. We will see you next week.
Is that it? Goodbye.